Hi you guys, I'm back with my babies. I'm home again from America and I'm glad to be reunited with my babies. I missed them a lot. And here they are. And actually, my big girl right there is wearing a dress that my boyfriend's mom gave me. That was very, very nice. I actually got 2 more pieces from her that I will show later. But yeah, I think it suits her really well. And here is Miss Brenna in her super cute pajamas. Today I want to do a tag. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have my tripod yet. I just moved. And my tripod is in any box, but I don't have it yet, so I have to hold the camera. So I'm sorry if it's kind of shaky. I hope it's okay. So I want to do the tag by My Little World, and the question is, do you prefer custom Reborns or finished dolls? Well, my answer to this is very, very strong. I prefer custom Reborns. And, well, for me, this is because I bond with custom Reborns. Both of those are customs, and my first Reborn was a custom, and the baby that I am expecting is a custom. Those are all the customs I had, and I bonded well with my first, and I bonded with those two, and I already bonded with the baby that I'm expecting. I saw pictures of her already. She's finished. And all the other babies that I had, which were, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 or 6 were babies that I bought finished, and I could not bond with any of them. So this is pretty clear for me. You could argue that some of those were not good quality Reborns. That is true. Some were not, and I got them for fairly cheap, and I sold them because I wasn't happy with them. But I also had the Max Legler prototype, which is hands down my favorite open-eyed sculpt. I love this sculpt more than I love hers. And he was made so well, like, he was done perfectly by a master artist, and he was incredibly beautiful, but I could not bond with him, like, at all. I just couldn't. So that tells me that I need custom Reborns. And I think the reason why is because, it's hard to explain, but I guess it's the feeling of pregnancy. I mean, not literally, but it goes from, like, choosing a kid yourself and then finding an artist, which takes time, and you know, this whole process of deciding on a kid, deciding on an artist, and then wait and, like, be like, what's gonna happen? How will it turn out? Will they be perfect? Or I need that. It's thrilling. It's I feel like this is, for me, this is part of the whole thing. I get more excited if I have to wait for a baby. I waited for this baby very long because I ordered her before the kit came out. I ordered her when the kit was on pre-order. So it took a few months since she was until she was done. And for her, I also waited at least 3 months, I think, because her artist told me that she would be done on a certain date, and she wasn't, and she told me that she was super busy and that things were in the way, and I said, take your time, because I'm not in a hurry, and I waited a long time for her. And my new baby, I chose the kid last year in November, so almost a year ago. And I ordered the kit and I sent the kit to her artist months ago. So I feel like I waited for this baby a year. I mean, her artist didn't take that long, of course. She did it in the last 2 months, but because I was ready for this baby since November of last year. So I have this, this happiness that builds up over time. And then when the baby is done, it's like so much more special to me compared to when I see a finished baby, like on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, and I decide to buy it, and then it gets shipped 3 days later, and I have it a week later. Nothing could build up. This bond that I have with the custom babies was built before I even got the doll. And for the finished babies, I don't have time to mentally prepare, I guess, or to build up the happiness. And then when I have the doll, it's just like, yeah, here's the doll. And if it's a custom that I waited for a long time, then it's like, whoa, now they're here and it's so special and it's so awesome, I think that is a big part of why I like customs. Of course, it can't go wrong. We've all seen that. It didn't happen to me yet. But yeah, there's always a risk, and that's why you should just choose your artist very carefully. All 3 of mine are from very trusted artists that I trust like 100%, so I'm not worried. Actually, my first was a custom, and she was not as beautiful as the picture she was based on by that artist. That was okay for me at that time because, I didn't know a lot about Reborn, and it was fine, and she was beautiful. She wasn't, like, bad. She was just not as good, and that was fine. And then her, she actually, I fell in love with the picture that she's based on, and I expected her not to be as good because I knew that, you cannot replicate a doll 100%. But then when I saw her pictures when she was finished, I thought that she was more beautiful than the doll she was based off. So, yeah, I still think that actually, I think she's better. I like her better. So that was an awesome experience. And then for her, I didn't have a picture that she was based on because the artist didn't do this kit. As I said, I ordered her when the kit was on pre-order, but I had no doubt that she would be beautiful, and she was. And the baby I'm doing now, I also didn't have a picture that she was based on because the artist didn't do this kit, or at least she didn't have pictures of it on Facebook. And I wasn't worried because I know that she's an awesome artist. But, you always have the, oh, how will it turn out? Oh, my God. And she's absolutely perfect. So, yeah, I never had a bad experience with a custom. And I personally do recommend it if you do your research. Please just do your research. This is so important. And then you will not be disappointed. Only order from artists who have a lot of pictures, who will answer your questions, who have, like, where you can get feedback. Don't just order from someone who says, hey, I make good dolls, And there's also people that I see on Facebook who say, hey, who can make a doll from this sculpt? And then some people say, hey, me, and they say, okay, don't do that. Choose your artist first, and then go from there, okay? So yeah, this is my answer. I hope you enjoyed, and talk to you next time. Bye.